Hello everyone, welcome to Haley Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Capricorn. Let's see what's going on with you. I see change. I see Eight of Inspiration. I see opportunity coming in, change. I see things speeding up. Change for the better. I see a lot of happiness and emotional fulfillment here in the future. I see someone in hermit mode. Virgo energy. This is someone looking at the path they've been on. It's about going down this path. It's an energy of some kind of change. Growth, prosperity. Looks very positive. I feel maybe even multiple opportunities coming in. Definitely a busy time. Yeah, I do see people getting together, gathering. Some kind of good news. Someone's been sort of spending time alone, contemplating, going down this path, getting out. See, someone getting themselves out there, getting out, socializing. Yeah, but there's some kind of good news coming in too. Yeah, look, the start. This is someone coming in to build that foundation. Now, if this is two people who've been dating, this is about going down that path and literally making a commitment. But it's often just the seed being planted. It needs to be watered with love and emotion. It needs to be tended to. Effort needs to be put in for it to pay off. So we have the Three of Emotion. Definitely opportunity here. This is often, a busy, but it's about change, gaining momentum. It has to do with emotional fulfillment. Somebody here is kind of looking ahead, looking ahead, going down this path. What's ahead? Yeah, it has to do with some sort of commitment. Let's have a look at the world cosmos. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Out with the old, in with the new, change. Someone's about to make a life path choice decision. Big decision. You betcha. And this fell on the floor, yeah. So it's a spark, attraction, desire, a passion, new beginning. Someone's making a choice, choosing this path. See, this is someone who's been on a path, but it's time for change, time to move on. Someone who's been there, done that with a situation, but this is where someone's going. Yeah, it has to do with gaining momentum, communication. Yeah, you can see it's an energy of someone who takes pride in the things they do, but it's about being able to provide to go down this path. Someone definitely had a situation that wasn't successful. It wasn't long-term. Let's have a look at the tip. This is someone moving forward. Like I say, I feel like it's someone making a choice, breaking free from a situation, or just planning, preparing, hoping for the best. But someone's pride could be getting in the way. Because it's about being able to provide, to give someone the attention they need, deserve. But it's also an energy of a person who is focused, the path they're on is about being successful. Acknowledging success. But this horse, it's always here for a reason. Okay? It has to do with planning, preparing, hoping for the best. Somebody possibly didn't. Because this is often, you can see pride and ego. Someone taking, could be someone, taking credit for something that they didn't do. I don't know. We'll see. Something is going on with this energy, but generally it looks pretty positive because it does look like Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, or pardon me, Six of Wands, Seven of Wands. So we have Eight of Wands. See, it's been there, done that. It's time for somebody to, I feel it's about breaking free. It's about letting go of ego too, but it's about reaching out, being able to provide. Yeah. So I feel like there's somebody here somebody who's been a provider. They provided, but it's about what you put out there coming back to you. So let's have a look at this Hermit. Somebody here definitely wasn't, their pride got in the way. They didn't want to provide. So a situation wasn't successful. They're now seeing the bigger picture. Yeah, someone's missed an opportunity. This is someone who ignored someone or just rejected them. This is someone who wanted something more. See, somebody felt someone wasn't giving enough. Because it is an energy of someone who, this is ego. See, it's someone it's all about providing for someone. And someone's been there, done that. They provided. But it's also a person here who's, I feel, missed a magical opportunity. They didn't look at the cup, the opportunity. See, they weren't reciprocating. Too busy planning, prepare. It could be just someone who chases financial success for that matter. But it's someone who didn't reciprocate. Now they missed an opportunity. Let's have a look at you got a person here, Capricorn, who's kind of in their feels a little bit about this, spending a lot of time alone contemplating the path they've been on. And it has to do with a passion, new beginning, a spark. I don't know if someone's holding a torch or what, but yeah. And there we have it. There it is. See, missing a magical opportunity. Things moving very quickly, a busy time. It could be someone who got a little overwhelmed, maybe a little drained. But I got to tell you, it's a missed opportunity. Someone ignoring someone, just ignoring them, not reciprocating. Been there, done that. It's almost like someone doing that to the other person. Fine then, if you don't want to reciprocate, I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to go out and socialize with other people. And that kind of feels like what's happening. Yeah, we got an Emperor here. Someone leveling up here. Ooh, we have an Empress too. Yeah, so this is, to me, it looks like someone's no longer giving to someone because the other person, they're missed an opportunity. And in fact, I feel both people are missing an opportunity. And I do think it has to do with pride, ego. Both people need to let go of their pride and ego because it is about not reciprocating. See, someone doesn't reciprocate, they ignore the other person. Been there, done that. Now the other person's doing it. But the funny thing is there's three people. Or it's just, like I say, getting out. To me, it looks like someone getting out there, socializing, putting themselves out there, and there's opportunities coming in, maybe even multiple. But there is someone here who's about to be left behind here. Yeah, crossroads, life path choice. There's the Hermit. Little spiritual journey. Someone's definitely going within here, looking for clues. I think they already know. It's all about going down this path together. See, crossroads, two people going to come apart, two other people possibly going to come together. What does the Emperor need to do? Now, this could be the Emperor and the Empress coming together, where both people are been there, done that, with people who just come in for attention or just chase because of what someone can provide. And it could be both people in that energy, but we'll see. What does this Emperor want? Yeah, they want the Queen of Cups. They want love. Oh my gosh, yeah. This is someone who wants to know how someone feels. They want love. They want someone emotionally mature and available, or to know. Yeah, see, aha. So someone having enlightenment. See, this is about truth, how someone feels. Yeah, what else does this Emperor want? What do they want? We have the Knight of Swords. See, it looks to me like someone's pride got in the way, or they felt someone was chasing because of what they could provide. But it's interesting because now the tables are turned. They want this person. They want love. They want someone who loves them, not for what they can provide, but for who they are, and that's what I feel. But it has to do with this aha moment. See, that moment of truth, enlightenment. This is someone thinking things through, choosing their battle. So this looks like somebody who's rushed in and backed out without thinking. It's kind of like, what was I thinking? Now they missed an opportunity because now they know a truth. Somebody who cared. Somebody who's kind and compassionate. So this is what they want. How about the Empress energy? What do they want? What does the Empress want? What does the Empress want? The Empress wants to go on a date. Yeah, they want someone who'll take them on a date. Somebody who's emotionally available. And if it's two people who've been dating, it's definitely taking it to the next level. So it has to do with both people wanting the same thing. Someone who's emotionally available, mature. Someone who's kind, caring, compassionate. Someone who's not just looking for attention. Because it has to do with someone no longer feeding someone's ego, no longer giving them attention. See, it's all about attention. If someone doesn't give you attention, then they're not very interested. I mean, right? That's what it's all about. So someone here has missed an opportunity. They're not very happy with themselves because I feel like they're kind of like, what was I thinking? Because this is someone who rushed in and changed their mind. They rushed in without thinking and backed out. So in other words, they didn't really think it through. It's something that definitely didn't go to the next level. But this is about making a commitment. This is about the world. See the world? Two people, maybe different worlds. But I feel the tables are turning. And this Emperor is definitely... Empress and Emperor are generally always open to talk. But especially the Empress, you can see it's the start of something new. So there could be a new person coming in. They want someone emotionally available. They want someone to take them on dates. They want to go on dates first, next step. They want to know how someone feels. It's all about the next level, but it's all about two people coming together. And someone here has been there, done that. See, when someone rejects someone, once somebody rejects you, like I say, been there, done that. It's time to take your energy elsewhere. And that's what I feel. But this Emperor is kind of looking at this like they want the Empress. And they need to choose their battles and think things through. So I don't know if this person was busy. They were dealing with something. Maybe they just didn't reciprocate. Maybe then they forgot. But I'll tell you, they definitely... And forgetting certainly isn't a good excuse. But it's someone who's definitely not following through. Yeah, so it is a crossroads, and it has to do with building the foundation, making some kind of commitment. Tell me more about the Two of Wands. Oops, Two of Wands. Yeah, see, it's crushed longing for love. So, I mean, this could be someone missing someone, but it could be just like a crush. Somebody's kind of reminiscing. I feel this is someone who didn't reach out to someone, and now they've missed an opportunity. I do. They rushed in without thinking and backed out. So I don't know why they backed out or what, because it's what were they thinking? And that's popped into my head. It has to do with, well, why did they do that? They felt the other person was interested in them only because of what they could provide. But now the tables are turning because now we have an Empress looking at this person coming in. Now, see, they didn't like this person when they felt they didn't have any money or didn't have much to provide. But now that they know, this aha moment, now they're interested. So you see what's happening. The tables are turning. Yeah. I feel there's this little pause here. See, and that's that Ace of Swords. Someone going within, taking a pause, going, aha, introspection, looking at things from the other person's perspective. Putting the shoe on the other foot. This is someone doing this. So there is emotional maturity here. When people put the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels, and they get it. So interesting. I do see a breakthrough, someone breaking free. I also see this person coming up with kind of an idea here. And I'm going to be honest, it's kind of about reaching out and breaking the ice. I see someone giving someone a gift, doing something nice. But you know, the interesting thing is there's just a lot of innocence here. Yeah, there's this energy of innocence. Someone thinks someone's very sweet, but I don't know why this person... I mean, it's good that they've taken this moment, right? This pause to look at it from a different perspective. The Empress wants somebody who I feel communicates with some emotion, but it's like going on a date. What did they want? They want to go on a date. And then they want to take it to the next level. They're going to want to know how someone feels. It's all about being available. I think we have two people who are looking at it from the other person's perspective here. Yeah, because I mean, and it could be two people who are missing each other, or it's just like I say, it's a crush that didn't go anywhere. See, something just didn't go anywhere, and it has to do with why this didn't go anywhere. Yeah, I mean, there could have been a date already, and it didn't go to the next level, and the whole point's why. So let's actually look, because I feel there's still answers. Someone's still looking at why, and I think they know why. Yeah, but I want to know, and I'm sure you want to know. Some of you'd probably know, But yeah, why? Why did this person rush in and back out? Yeah, they're keeping things to themselves, keeping it all in, being careful what they wish for. This is someone whose pride and ego got in the way. This is someone who's a little full of themselves. It's almost like it's a person assuming the other person's interested because they have money. Because this is that energy of someone who's content the way things are. See, they're happy the way things are. They have no intentions of giving. So someone who's been there, done that, they've given enough, but it's their pride getting in the way. Their ego's going to take a hit here too. I can see it. Yeah. Tell me more about this Nine of Cups. Yeah, this is where someone puts on the brake, a pause, and looks at it from a different perspective. See, this is someone who puts on the brake when it's time to take it to the next level, because they're keeping it all to themselves. They're only going to offer one cup. So it is somebody who's been there, done that, because this is somebody who chased after them because of what they can provide. And obviously it's something that didn't go anywhere. It ended, and they may have had to, I mean, if it was a marriage or committed relationship, they have to pay the other person out. So this is someone protecting that. But they're also someone who's kept all their feelings to themselves, that emotional. But they're content the way things are. They have no intentions of taking it to the next level. But now they're taking a pause and putting the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. Because they put on the brakes, they're now seeing it. See, now they're determined to succeed because the tables have turned. They see this as somebody successful in their own way. But this is where the Empress also takes back their power. See, it almost feels like tit for tat, but that's not. It's just happening that way, I feel. Yeah. I mean, it's all about perspective. And I do think this is an energy of someone who's getting out there, checking other people out. Someone's getting themselves out there, checking other people out. There's definitely an energy of somebody else possibly coming in, the possibility of. Yeah, this is someone no longer feeding someone's ego, see, no longer giving to them. It's somebody who's provided before, they don't want to provide. They're keeping it to themselves. But now that, see, they put on the brakes, they're taking another look. We have an Empress, someone who's taking back their power. Someone took back their power. So now this is where you get thrown into that Hangman again, like that little aha moment, that realization, this could have gone somewhere. Yeah, and I do see there was good news. See, there was good news. It's confirming. Some people talking to people saying good things. But this is someone getting out there again. Getting out there in the community, socializing. Tell me more about the Three of Cups energy. Yeah, so this is a little test. See, this is someone here who takes a little step back, looks at things from a different perspective, and is feeling differently. Someone different than the usual type. So this is someone who I feel failed to see that. That's someone who's a little different. See, the Empress energy, the Emperor energy, it's both people. Interesting. But yeah, it's an energy of crushing, longing for love. Two people who are longing for love. I see a crush, someone even holding a torch, missing someone. But I don't know if this is someone because of them. Maybe they've heard this. So now they're kind of being a little smug. Like, I'm going to be honest, I'm not a big fan of this person's energy, at least at this point. Because it is someone being a bit smug. Like, you never got me. But the funny thing is they're going to be eating crow because the other person, now that there's things, they're taking a step back, looking at different. I feel what they're seeing and realizing this is somebody who isn't, for one thing, they're not chasing them. They're not really chasing them. In fact, they're moving on. So now they're feeling a little different about this. I think someone's ego is going to take a hit here. And I do feel like being a little smug. It's somebody who kind of thinks they've one-upped somebody. But I do think this is somebody who's really not very happy. Someone who's never really got their cup filled. And I do feel it's someone who's never had somebody who really loved them for who they are. So, I mean, I do see something understandable with this person, why they would feel that way. But I feel with the Empress is always open to talk, right? The feminine is usually always open to talk, But I feel it all has to do with two people who need to have a conversation. I mean, I see two people who long for love, missing for love. Both people need to let go of their pride and ego. But it's just about someone needing to take a step back and look at what two people can provide for each other, not for what one person can provide for the other. Now, if you have choices, some of you have dealt with someone who was smug, didn't want to provide. They were a taker, not a giver. So what I feel, this change that's coming, this change is somebody who actually truly cares about someone. There's emotional fulfillment. See two people filling each other's cup, giving each other what they need. So it's like almost like the opposite thing happening. So because this is the change that's coming. But yeah, if somebody hears smug, like I say, smug is smug regardless why. But it's someone who I feel is never really, it's a person who doesn't really want to admit. Often they keep it all in. They don't really want to admit they've never really been completely happy with someone because they're always providing. They never get what they want out of it. So this is why you've got this been there, done that. But I feel this feminine is someone different than their usual type. So I think someone who just needs to let go of their ego here. This is two people who can provide for each other, but you can see someone who puts on the brakes when it's time to take it to the next level because of things that have happened. All that, been there, done that. But this is different. Yeah, we got someone who's kind of resolved that they're just going to stay single, but there's definitely two single people here. Someone enjoying the fruits of their labor, but I feel someone's lonely. They long for love. There's this longing. And I also see this energy of a little bit of romanticizing. Someone should have been a little bit more generous with their emotions, feelings, their time. It's also about people who are more sentimental. It's all about remembering holidays, birthdays, and things like that. Yeah. I think we have someone who's going to, you know what they're going to do? They're going to come in and give you a little gift to show you they like you. See, someone who gives someone a gift. Now, it could have been the feminine doing it and it wasn't reciprocated. But if you have somebody who was smug about that, this is not a good partnership material. And I feel some of you have had someone who was like that. They didn't give anything in return and they were smug about it, like just full of themselves. And they have everything they need. I mean, it's an emperor. They don't want to give. But that's why I feel like there's a shift. It's a different person. I think there's another energy here. I do sense a Virgo. Some of you maybe dealt with a Virgo who was like that, kind of smug, kind of feeling they one-upped somebody. They didn't provide or give anything. Now, it could be this person who now longs for love, but what I kind of feel is we got a feminine getting out there. There's another person coming in. See, someone's getting attention from other people, no longer talking to someone. This person could be looking to see who you're giving your attention to, Capricorn. This is someone who just wants to be single. They don't want to provide anything. So this is why I feel there's another energy. Who's the other person? Yeah, there you are. See, I like this. You're looking out for yourself. It's telling you to look out for yourself here. Yeah, learning to look out for number one. This person's looking out for themselves. I don't think this is someone who will ever provide. Who's the other person? It's not showing. The other person the other person could be the emperor, where this hermit person is the other person. Someone who's been on this path, the path they've been on. See, single. To me, it looks like smug. They have no intentions of giving someone anything. Not birthday gifts, not anything. But there is another energy. I mean, maybe it's just telling you it's time to look at this, look at the situation, Capricorn. Maybe you're better off without this person, single. Plan and prepare your own success. I do see breaking free from this and moving on. And I do see getting out, being social, other opportunities come in. But I feel like it's just like this between two worlds, like you're between two worlds right now. Maybe you've been sitting on the fence waiting to see if this person's going to come in. It's possible you missed this person, but I don't know. I mean, I feel nobody really got what they wanted here. this is what happens. No one gets what they want. But why would this person? I do feel they were being smug. I know the smug rug when I see it, when the energy comes up. It's someone who doesn't want to give anything. In fact, they're a bit of a taker, not a giver. And if once they feel they have to give something, they'll just reject the other person. See, they're rejecting someone here, trying to take your power. But I don't think they're going to succeed in that. So it's really not just about another person. There's definitely a third energy here getting out, someone else who's single. So I feel like you're just going to go down a different path yourself here. It's two people going to come apart. I do see there's memories here, maybe even some sentimental energies, but yeah, I see pushing someone away, standing up for yourself. This is someone who also blocks someone. This is someone pushing someone away, being smug. Yeah, this situation doesn't serve. See, this is where you know your worth and value. I think if the person coming in is actually the Emperor, I don't feel like this is an Emperor. Emperors generally would just walk away. They wouldn't. I mean, this is somebody literally blocking someone, pushing them away. Someone who won't give the other person a chance to defend themselves. You know, they just have to have the last word, that kind of thing. Yeah, I feel like it's just releasing this. It is what it is. And I do feel like there's another person. I think you're at a crossroads. I feel like you're going to cross paths with someone here. This is likely someone you've crossed paths with. No, I don't think you're going to cross paths with this person again. No, I do see you focusing on work and building. See, you know your worth. You're looking out for yourself here. You're looking out for number one. Yeah, because this is someone looking out for themselves. So you have to look at a person that way when they come in that way. Anybody who doesn't want to give anything really and they're super cheap. I mean, yeah, it's often you can look at something, it's understandable if someone who's been taken advantage of, but then inadvertently they take advantage of you. You see? And that's why I feel, because I do see this energy of it is what it is and just letting it go. But look at the reality. Anybody who doesn't want to give anything, and the tables turn, what they're really doing is taking advantage. They're putting that energy onto you and taking advantage of you. So don't let this person take advantage of you. If you're at this crossroads with them, and I do see getting out, being social, good news coming in. I do feel like some of you have another person around you. Yeah, and it's also yourself too when you're out and about, being more approachable, acting more open and available. So I do see that. Some of you are kind of in that kind of acting aloof energy. I mean, it's maybe why this person behaved that way. They thought you weren't really interested, but I really don't like this whole cheap energy where someone doesn't want to receive. One person showering abundance. They're putting themselves out there. They're doing something nice, showing someone they like them, and then the other person doesn't do anything. Literally don't put any effort in whatsoever at all. They want the other person to do all the work. See, fill my cup. So someone who's kind of entitled, you know, they feel entitled. Fill my cup. Give me what I want. Maybe we'll take this to the next level. Maybe we'll commit. But then you don't get what you want. So it's saying to stop giving, okay? But when you are out and about, I feel don't try not to act aloof and disinterested. Okay, try to focus on the people when you're around them. I feel a lot of your focus is right now is on yourself and your money, not as much on your love life. So that's what I feel. It's like when you're out and about, look around, you know, take a pause and look around, see who's interested, because there is someone here. Their energy's here, someplace in your social circle or in your community where you've been. You've likely crossed paths with them already. More than likely with this energy, you may not have even been aware someone was checking you out because there's this person. But I see this past energy that you have. You know, like, been there, done that. Yeah, stop filling someone's cup. Stop being so generous. Okay, stop being the one to do all the work, the cooking, the cleaning, or whatever it is you're doing. It's sacrificing. Yeah, and I think that, you know, it's an energy of deserving love. You deserve better. And that's what I feel. I feel there's somebody around you who knows you deserve better. But you need to take that attitude for yourself here. You know, deserving better. Know your worth. Yeah. See, I feel like you got someone who's kind of got an attitude. They're self-serving, deserving. Fill my cup. See, often the King of Cups is someone who overindulges. Maybe they drink too much, or who cares what their issues are. But, I mean, it's like they're self-serving. They want you to fill their cup. Indulge me. Okay, just indulge me for a bit here, and then we'll take this to the next level. It's telling you to look out for yourself. Yeah, you want a partnership. I don't see this person being a partner. I see them as somebody who drops breadcrumbs, won't pay their way. They'll take advantage of you. And I feel like some of you have been taken advantage of. So, but there is somebody else coming in. I feel it's an emperor. I don't feel like it's an emperor doing this. I think the emperor is the person here who knows you deserve better. And I do see this, maybe this is the person who's checking you out and you don't even realize this person's been checking you out. Whether it's in your community or online dating, social media, on or offline. I mean, community's community when it comes to tarot. So there you go. Okay, look out for yourself. You deserve a partner. So you deserve someone who's there for you. See, the King and Queen of Cups and the Empress energy are usually two people who have each other's backs. But I am concerned about this other person. You know, maybe they're just mad at themselves because they missed an opportunity, because it's possible they've heard this news that you've got someone else. But yeah, like I say, if you got someone who, this person may have rejected you and was smug and kind of wanted to one-up you, because I think you're powerful. It's someone who wants to take your power. They couldn't take your power. And that's kind of, I feel, what's happened here. Yeah. Interesting. But I do see you deserving a partner. See someone who puts in effort. Until then, focus on you. Some of you could be business owners yourself here, but like I say, it's a true partnership. Someone who's there through thick and thin, right? They have your back. Someone who has your back. I actually feel there's someone here who is. I mean, or it's someone who's hearing that you're that way. No, you've got an opportunity coming in. There you go. Fresh new start offer invitation. Don't miss this invitation. I know some of you have been there, done that. It's almost like you're planning on just being single, you know. But I feel like don't miss this opportunity. I feel like you're powerful enough with this Empress energy now for you to recognize right away if somebody doesn't have your best interest at heart. Okay. Just let this person know your worth right off the get-go. I mean, I do see you being very generous. And I do think you're gracious. If somebody gives you something, you hold on to it, you kind of keep it. So, I mean, far as I can see, some of you might be just reminiscing about this because there's someone new coming in, and I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I do see stability, partnering up. But yeah, don't give in to someone. Make them put in the effort. Yeah, you got the cup. Someone's offering you a cup here. Yeah. But because of what somebody else did in the past, don't miss this opportunity. Just don't be the one to be generous until you know it's worth it, right? Take care. Bye for now.